My name is Robert Serrano Jr. and I am the natural born thriller because I am the natural and I'm born to be the thriller, and if you don't like it, beat it. So, before I move forward to what I'm about to do in this video, let me just first say, what's going on, YouTubers? Welcome. For I am Robert Serrano Jr., the natural born thriller. And this will be basically not just a rant, but to give a good deed of education to this one person that I need to rip apart. Because I seen his latest rant. I didn't want to, but but because of the asylum from Facebook. Of course, I had to take a look to see what he had to say, and it involves Ruby Riott. Yeah, something about that, about Roman Hall Productions, by the way. Roman Hall is at it again, from Roman Hall Productions. Is once again criticizing on something that he doesn't know what he's talking about, and he doesn't make any sense of it whatsoever. And I hope that siren didn't was a distraction for me to talk about what I'm about to say here. But yeah, what it is, it's Brooklyn. We can't do. I live in Bed-Stuy, so yeah, what I'm about to do, folks. Once again, I'm gonna call on Roman Hall Productions, where once again he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's not making any sense, and you gotta hear. Well, actually, I'm not gonna let you hear an audio of it, not this time. But I'm gonna let you know what he said in that video, where it doesn't make any sense of where he's coming from when it comes to him being a wrestling fan, which he's not. Because if you only watch WWE, then you're not a wrestling fan. Plain and simple. If you only watch WWE, you're not a wrestling fan. You're a WWE fan. You're a WWE universe. You live in your own universe, or should I say in your own bubble, where all you watch is WWE. There's more than just WWE out there. There's Ring of Honor. There's Impact Wrestling. There's New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's All Japan Pro Wrestling. There's Pro Wrestling Nova. There's Lucha Underground. There's AAA, which is a Lucha Libre promotion as well. There's other wrestling promotions out there to watch other than WWE. And that's why I'm going to educate Roman Hall exactly what Ruby Riott is all about. Because before I get to that, let me first say this. When it comes to Roman Hall's Productions rant on Ruby Riott. Because he watched SmackDown, which he calls it Smarkdown. Yeah, because us Smarks fans that enjoy watching SmackDown when it comes to AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, and now we got Ruby Riott involved. We got Sarah Logan involved, who was once called Crazy Mary Dobson. But yeah, he's once again he's at it again, talking down the Smarks, talking down fans who are into Ruby Riott. Before she came to WWE, she was known as Heidi Lovelace. But before I educate about this whole thing with Ruby Riott, let me first say what Roman Hall said when it comes to Ruby Riott. So he took a look at Ruby Riott on SmackDown, and for one match that she had on SmackDown, which it was a 6-women's tag team match, that one match that she had, he's already criticizing her on that she's a bad wrestler. All she does is kicks. Huh? She did more than kicks in that match. I don't know what he was watching, but she did more than kicks in that match. I watched the match myself. She did more than kicks, and plus, that match was all over the place anyway. So you wouldn't know how Ruby Riott wrestled, because they was doing this angle where Natalya left, and then they was gonna take out Naomi in the process of it. Yeah. So again, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And also, he's talking about how she looks. He's saying that that Ruby Riott, she looks ugly. She doesn't have a good look. He's basically criticizing her tattoos and all that, criticizing her looks and all that. Now look at the fact that that she can wrestle. Now here's the thing: when it comes to this whole you need the look. It's fine to have the look sometimes. It does sometimes. You gotta have the look, but looks can't get you anywhere in life. You gotta have brains. You gotta have education inside. of your mind. You gotta have the talent. And if you don't have the brains, the talent, the skills, you can't make it anywhere. You can't just make it in life involving your looks. And I'm not saying that looks is not important. Looks are important. I mean, look at in the movie industry. Look in the music industry. Look at any other type of industry that you're involved in. Looks matters. It always will matter. But you also need to smarten up yourself. You need the education. You need the skills. You need to have the talent to back it up. The looks, the talent, the brains, the skills. You need all those qualities, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing other qualities too. But you need all those type of qualities to back up your why you're a big deal. John Cena, Roman Reigns, Jinder Mahal. I'm just saying. I'll throw her in there too. Nikki Bella, Stephanie McMahon. I'm just saying. So, yeah, Roman Hall, because of the look that Ruby Riott is lacking. That's why he's criticizing her. That's why he's criticizing fans of why they're fans of her and everything, not knowing outside of her before she came to WWE as Heidi Lovelace. She's a very good wrestler. Well, she wrestled plenty times in Ring of Honor. I seen her matches in Ring of Honor, pretty good. Don't remember her matches in the Indies, but she's a very good wrestler. But no, Roman Hall doesn't care about the wrestling. All he cares about is the look. That's why he referenced someone like Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler, Eva Marie, which is fine. You know, those three ladies, they had the look, but they couldn't wrestle for shit. Tori Wilson, I thought she was okay. Stacy Keibler, I thought she was okay. Eva Marie, she wanted to learn, but she was terrible too. And another thing for Roman Hall is that he's criticizing Ruby Riott of her looks and her wrestling. And then he talks about how he I don't see anything special about her, and he's like this is his exact words too, by the way. He says he can't put his dick in her. He can't fuck her. So you're worried about fucking a woman because she can't wrestle and she doesn't have the look. That's what a sexist is. That's what a sexist sounds like to me. He said in that video, he's not saying that to be a sexist and everything. No, you are being a sexist if you're referring to that. If your only interest of Ruby Riott is because she doesn't have a look and that she can't wrestle, what else is there for what comes to making sense? Like you know what I'm saying? Like this guy Roman Hall. I think he's got shit for brains, like Roman Reigns. He's got shit for brains, or should I say, the big dog has dog shit for brains, to say the least. You know. Once again, he's not making any sense when it comes to wrestling and when it comes to his rant on Ruby Riott, where not even he and that's nothing. He referenced that that she was on NXT. She was on NXT, I meant to say. And also, yeah, that's nothing. He referenced that Ruby Riott looks like a guy. Like a man, like a trainee. Once again, judging on her look, like this guy Roman Hall, he seriously can't help himself. He really can't. I don't understand what his motive is. I don't understand why he's got to crap on someone like Ruby Riott. Yeah, I'm struggling with saying her name, but but I'm just saying, but yeah, Roman Hall, he's not judging he's not judging on the wrestling that much on the fact that she can wrestle. And that's nothing. He's not talking about what she could do in the ring, because he's nothing. When it comes to Ruby Riott, and again he mentioned her on NXT. He didn't watch anything on NXT. I'm assuming, not according to his rant on that video that he did. And he never took the time to watch her wrestling. He never even took the time to look her up where she came from. But yeah, he wouldn't know that because he's so fucking lazy, and that's nothing. He wouldn't know that either because all he watches is WWE, not knowing that who she was before she came into WWE. Before she was Ruby Riott, she was Heidi Lovelace. And when it comes to Heidi Lovelace, let me educate, give Roman Hall the education that he needs for his dog shit for brains that he's got, because he's a Roman Reigns fan. And if you're a fan of Roman Reigns, by the way, more power to you. I'm not saying all you Roman Reigns fans had dog shit for brains, but I'm just saying, if you're someone like Roman Hall, he's a fan of Roman Reigns, but he expects you all to be a fan of him because he said he thinks it's the best interest to be a fan of Roman Reigns. No, you like whoever you want to like. Don't tell anyone. Don't have anyone telling you who you should like or who you don't like. You're entitled to your own opinions. You're entitled to who you like, to whoever you want to like. And if you like Roman Reigns, more power to you. To me on the other hand, I fucking hate him. I'm not a fan of him. So fuck Roman Reigns. But let me educate Roman Hall. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna watch this. But if any of you are that know who Roman Hall Production is on YouTube, you can tell him about this video. Where I'm doing a direct shot back right at Roman Hall. So before Ruby Riott came to WWE, like I said, she was Heidi Lovelace. And remember how, well, actually, I don't know if any of you did see his video, his rant video about Ruby Riott, but I'm gonna let you know anyways. So like I said before, Roman Hall talks about how Ruby Riott's moves is all about kicks, right? Well, guess what? In WWE, when it comes to all these wrestlers coming into the WWE, they changes their move sets. For example, AJ Styles, before he came to WWE, his finishing move was the Styles Clash. Ever since he came to WWE, it's been the Phenomenal Forearm. What's the Phenomenal Forearm? It's a springboard forearm that he does in the ring. Kevin Owens, before he was Kevin Owens, he was Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen, his finishing move was the package power driver. And then when he came to WWE as Kevin Owens, his finishing move became the pop-up powerbomb. Who else can I put in there? Seth Rollins. Before he was Seth Rollins, he was Tyler Black. He came to WWE as Seth Rollins, and his finishing move was the blackout, which that in WWE they called the curb stomp. And they had him using the curb stomp for a while until they decided to ban it, and then he has no finishing move. And then also he was stuck with the pedigree, because Triple H is guiding him because he was part of the Authority. Then Seth Rollins started to steal Kenny Omega's finishing move, the T trigger. Or I think it's the V trigger. I'm trying to remember what it was, but basically it's the strong arm, and you turn him around, and then you turn him around, and then give them the knee. It's kind of like the Rainmaker. The Rainmaker. Kazuchika Okada from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And who else got put in there? Oh yeah, Dean Ambrose. Originally his dirty deeds was never the double arm DDT. It was the headlock driver, which you get him in the headlock and then you start driving them face first onto the mat. Like how EC3 does it with the 1%er. From Impact Wrestling. They changed the Ambrose moves to the dirty deeds DDT, which is a double arm DDT, double underhook, double arm DDT basically. Who else got put in there? I can't say Shinsuke Nakamura because they're actually let him use his finishing move, the knee, which but by the way, they before it was called the Kinshasa, it was called the Bomoye. Why did they change it? Because they didn't want any lawsuits, or any copyrights from the Bomoye closing that's in America. That's why. That's why they decided to change the name to Kinshasa, which I'm fine with, by the way. Finn Balor. Before he was Finn Balor, he was Prince Devitt. Prince Devitt's finishing move was the Blade Sunday, either the Blade Sunday from the front side, where he does the like it's a mix of a Brainbuster and a DDT, or the reverse Blade Sunday, which is kind of like how Godos does the curtain call, but the way Finn Balor does it, he does it way better. I'm not saying that Godos has never did it any better, but I'm just saying it's 10 times better than anything that Godos does. I'm just saying, but as Finn Balor, he does the coup de grace, which is a double foot stomp, which is from the top rope basically. On Loki's finish move, which is he calls it the Warrior's Way. Who else got put in there? From WWE. And here's another thing, folks. I'm giving you an education. Oh yeah, Samoa Joe. Remember Samoa Joe's finishing move, the Muscle Buster? Ever since what happened with Tyson Kidd, they decided to ban that move on the main roster. But on NXT, of course he was using that move on NXT because he wasn't on the main roster yet. But ever since he came to the main roster, they decided to have his finishing move to be the Coquille clutch, which is fine because that's always been his finishing move too. By the way, that submission move, the Coquille clutch, which is the rear naked chin lock. I mean the rear naked choke hold, which it's kind of like a super hold too. By the way, but you get what I mean. But also his because he can't use the Muscle Buster anymore, they missed another finishing move for him, the Unagi Slam, which he gets from he whips his opponent to the ropes, and then he gets them, and the way it does it doesn't look that great, but we know Samoa Joe does that move anyways. But usually he does that move when he does it when he does it in the corner, when his opponent comes after him, when he's in the corner, and he's like he grabs something that he's like, sit your ass down, or get off me, you know. So yeah. So yeah, basically those are good examples of what WWE does when it comes to these wrestlers that come from anywhere else into the WWE, and then their moves are changed. Same thing with Ruby Riott. Before Ruby Riott, she was known as Heidi Lovelace. Heidi Lovelace finished move, Frog Splash. Heidi Karana, which is a Hurricanrana driver. Heidi Ho, which is the Tornado DDT transmitted into the Snap Suplex. The Shine Wizard, which by the way it has something to do with kicks, but hell, it's better than what WWE has been doing right now. For example, as Ruby Riott, this is her finish move as Ruby Riott. As Ruby Riott is called We Riot, which is a diving senton, which I'm assuming is from the top rope. I don't think I've seen her do it before. Maybe I probably don't remember, but the other kick that that Roman Hall's talking about is the Riot kick, which is a wind up over the head kick, which I explained before. Is on the way she did it is she does a short arm into her version of the Pele kick, and that's her and that's the finish move that Roman Hall is talking about. But again, Roman Hall, he wouldn't know all this about Ruby Riott before she came to WWE. Because again, before she was Ruby Riott, she was Heidi Lovelace. But he wouldn't know that because he would never look up her. He would never even watch anything else but WWE to know all this. So yeah, what Roman Hall is talking about in that rant, that video that he did, makes no sense whatsoever. Makes zero sense. Zero. He makes no sense whatsoever. No education of wrestling. He's just a fucking dumbass. He's a stupid fat piece of trash. That's what he is. So yeah. What was I about to say before I end this? I'm about to end this right now. So. Yeah. I do want to mention one more other thing. I already mentioned this before, but I'm mentioning again. RomanHallProductions is criticizing Ruby Riott of her looks and her wrestling and her tattoos. Yeah, don't shout at her because she had tattoos. Big fucking deal. Who cares? And calling her a man because she looks like a tranny. No, she's a woman. And he talk about how she's got small tits and all that, and then he's like, I can't fuck her. I can't put my dick in her. Like, so all you care about is having sex with a woman from wrestling because they're not good wrestling and all that, and because they don't have a good look. Yeah. What a dumbass. No, I'm not saying you can't fantasize to have sex with these women on TV that are gorgeous and everything. Like Eva Marie, Stacey Keebler, Tori Wilson, Trish Stratus, and whatever others want to throw in there. And another thing, he talks about how he doesn't know who Sarah Logan is. Well, of course he doesn't know who Sarah Logan is because he doesn't watch NXT. He doesn't even watch who Sarah Logan is before she came into WWE. She was known as Crazy Mary Dobson. And when she came to WWE, she was known as Crazy Mary Dobson for that one match, or maybe two matches. I'm trying to remember. It was either one match or two match on NXT. And then they decided to call her Sarah Logan, where she's a country girl and all that, and blah 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 blah. Dango Sarah Logan, from the South. And he talks about how Liv, and basically he talks about Liv Morgan. He hasn't said much about Liv Morgan, But yeah, Liv Morgan is the type of girl you wanna get with. But you know, cause she's got the look. She's a decent wrestler. She's got to you know, be more polished when it comes to that. But yeah. So yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about. You know, so Roman Hall once again, fucking dumbass. He's at it again, and that's why I'm here to just fire back at that stupid piece of trash, or should I say that stupid fat piece of trash, because he's a fat piece of trash. So yeah, yeah. So much for Roman Hall knowing about his wrestling you know, acknowledgement, right? No, he doesn't. Doesn't know shit about wrestling, because again, if you only watch WWE, then you're not a wrestling fan. You have no education of wrestling if all you watch is WWE. There's other wrestling promotions out there to watch, folks. Not just WWE. And WWE is not wrestling anyways. WWE is sports entertainment. Enough said. So, I'm gonna end it from there. I think I saw Anthony there. Let me read a comment before I go. If Roman Hall Productions hates WWE so fucking much, why does he keeps on watching it? I don't know. But to be fair, I hate WWE too, the way they're doing things on the show. So, but yeah, whatever, right? What else you say here? All right. Nothing is wrong with looks, but it doesn't matter how she looks. If she can wrestle, it doesn't matter looks. I mean, it doesn't matter. Looks is only on the icing, but talent is the cake. Fact. There you go. Anthony knows what we're talking about, because again, he doesn't just watch WWE, which I'm assuming he probably doesn't watch WWE that often, but he gets it. He doesn't just watch WWE. He watches other wrestling promotions too. Maybe some wrestling promotions doesn't have time watching, but he watches Impact Wrestling. I'm pretty sure he watches Ring of Honor, and maybe a little bit of New Japan if he knows how if he knows how to. But well, we all know how to, but some of us don't just chose not to. But yeah, thank you, Anthony, for that for those comments, and thank you for the thumbs up. I think I'm assuming that was you, so thank you for the thumbs up. So yeah, I'm gonna end it from there. So thank you all for watching, all you YouTubers. If this is your first time seeing me, if you're new to my my channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am Robert Serrano Jr. And if you like this video, give this video a like. But if you dislike this video, just give this video a dislike. The choice is yours. So that being said, thank you all for watching. And hold on a second before I go. Come here, sweetie. Hey, say hi, sweetie. Say hi, sweetie. How you doing? Good girl. All right, here you go. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna end it from here, folks. So, oh, okay, she wants me to pick her up again. Okay, sweet, come on, here we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, folks, thank you all for watching. Oh, I'm losing control here. All right, so yeah, this has been the Natural Born Driller, because I'm the natural and I'm not born to be the driller. And if you don't like it, beat it. I'm just saying. So that being said, folks, thank you all for watching. Again, if you're new, subscribe to Robert Serrano Jr. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours. And that being said, I'm out. I'm a great watch roll. So you all take care. Have a good night. Peace on the streets. I'll talk to you all soon. But for now, as the Natural Born Driller, I'm out. And Sweetie's out too.